Welcome, beautiful souls, to another episode of your journey into the mystical, the ancient, and the deeply spiritual. I am so honoured to be here today with you to open the doors to this lost civilization, a land of harmony, deep wisdom, and spiritual evolution, Lemuria. For generations, seekers, mystics, and intuitors have felt an unshakable pull towards this ancient land. Maybe you felt it too. Maybe you've always known deep in your soul that there was once a time when humanity lived in pure connection with nature, with the cosmos, and with each other. And you, along with me, have a deep longing to get back to that way of living. But here's the real question. Why does Lemuria still matter today? What messages does lost civilizations hold for you right now, in this very moment? And how can you tap into its wisdom to awaken your own soul's purpose? Now, don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and comment and share. Okay, so in today's episode, we will explore the legend of Lemuria, its myths, its mysteries, and why so many of us feel connected to it, the healing powers of Lemurian crystals, and how these ancient tools hold the frequency to remembrance. So take a deep breath, soften your heart, and let's journey together into the lost wisdom of Lemuria. So what is Lemuria? Lemuria is one of the great lost civilizations, thriving in peace, harmony, and deep spiritual wisdom, all of which I believe the world is longing for right now. Lemuria was a civilization built on unity consciousness, which is so important in today's world. Imagine a world where competition doesn't divide us, and where love is the foundation of every interaction, and where people see themselves as part of a greater whole rather than separate than the individuals that are struggling to survive. This wasn't just a dream, it was a reality in Lemuria. Lemuria was an ancient civilization built on unity consciousness, a way of living with every being that was seen as connected, where decisions were made for the highest good of all, and where harmony was more important than power. And right now in our world, this is exactly what we are being called to remember. So let's get a little bit deeper into what unity consciousness is and how the Lemurians embodied it. Unity consciousness is the awareness that all things are connected, not just in a philosophical sense, but in a deep energetic and spiritual reality. It is the understanding that there is no true separation between us, nature, the cosmos, and the divine. It is the recognition that we are all part of one great whole. It is the experience of seeing others as an extension of ourselves. It is the ability to live from love rather than fear and division. At its core, unity consciousness is a state of being where we move beyond the illusion of separation and begin to see life as one interconnected web of existence. This is not just a spiritual theory. It is the foundation of Lemurian wisdom, how the Lemurians embodied unity consciousness. The Lemurians lived in a 5D frequency, meaning they operated from a place of love, intuition, and deep connection with the universe. They did not see themselves as separate individuals, competing for resources or power. They saw themselves as part of a unified field of energy that flowed through everything. Here's how they embodied unity consciousness in their everyday lives. Firstly, living in harmony with nature. Lemurians didn't see themselves as above nature. They saw themselves as part of it. They communicated with the land, the water, the animals, and even the stars. They used energy work, crystals, and sacred geometry to align with Earth's natural rhythms. In the modern world, how can we apply this? Spend time in nature and listen deeply. The Earth speaks, but only if we are quiet enough to hear. Work with crystals and energy grids to reconnect with the planet's wisdom. Honor the elements in your daily rituals, with water, fire, air, and earth. These are not just physical forces, they are spiritual guides. Then we have heart-based communication and telepathy. Lemurians communicated not just with words, but with energy and emotion. They could feel each other's intentions and connect without needing language. They operated from the heart center, ensuring that every interaction was based on love and truth. How can we bring this into our life in the modern world? Practice heart-centered listening. Truly listening to others rather than just waiting to respond. Become aware of your energy when you're speaking. Are you communicating from fear or from love? Try silent connection. Next time you're with a loved one, just sit in silence and feel the energy between you. Next, we have healing and energy work for the collective. The Lemurians understood that when one person healed, it uplifted the whole community. They didn't see illness or struggle as individual burdens. It was a collective call to support everything. They used crystal grids, sound frequencies, and group meditations to elevate the entire society. Again, how can we do this in the modern world? We shift from me to we. Instead of focusing only on personal healing, ask how can my healing serve others? You can join a global meditation or healing circle to raise a collective consciousness. Practice sending love and healing energy, not just to those that you know, but to all beings. Then we have seeing all life as sacred. Lemurians honored all beings as spiritual expressions of the divine. They saw the earth as a living conscious entity. They respected every creature, every plant, and every soul as part of the great cosmic dance. Again, how can we do this and bring it into the modern day living? See the divine in every person you meet, even those who challenge you as part of your soul's growth. Treat the earth with reverence. What we consume, how we care for the planet, ripples out energetically. Remember that we are all reflections of each other. If you feel judgment towards someone, ask, what part of myself am I seeing in them? And finally, the collective ascension and spiritual evolution. Lemurians knew that their mission wasn't just personal enlightenment, it was planetary ascension. They didn't focus on competition or individual success. They focused on lifting each other higher. They passed down sacred teachings so that future generations could continue their path. How do you do this in the 3D world? Shift from personal awakening to collective awakening. Ask yourself, how can my growth help humanity evolve? Support others on their spiritual journey. There is no hierarchy in the awakening, only different paths leading to the same source. Be a keeper of wisdom. Share your knowledge, your energy, and your light freely with those who seek it. So why unity consciousness is more important than ever in the world today? We are seeing the effects of separation consciousness everywhere. Decisiveness in politics, religion, and communities. Fear-based competition rather than heart-centered collaboration. Exploitation of the earth rather than stewardship of its resources. But as more people awaken to the ancient knowledge of Lemuria, we are being called to remember there is no them and us. There is only we. Separation is an illusion. Love is the only truth. We are here to heal, to grow, and to rise together. Ask yourself, how can you embody unity consciousness in your daily life? I have given you some examples there that you can try. What actions, big or small, can you take to create a more connected, heart-centered world? The Lemurians were deeply connected to nature, the Earth's energy grids, and the cosmic forces of creation. Imagine a world where every step you take is in harmony with the Earth. A world where you can feel the pulse of the land beneath you, where the trees whisper ancient wisdom, and where the stars above guide your soul's journey. This again was the reality of the Lemurians. Unlike our modern society, which often views nature as something separate, something to be used or controlled, the Lemurians saw themselves as part of it. They understood that the earth was a living, breathing entity, one that they could communicate with, learn from, and co-create with. But their connection didn't stop on the earth. The Lemurians also deeply attuned to the planet's energy grids and the cosmic forces of creation, allowing themselves to work with divine energies in ways that we are only now beginning to remember. To the Lemurians, nature was not something to protect or preserve. It was an extension of themselves. They saw the land, the water, the trees, and the stars as part of their own consciousness. They believed every living being carried divine intelligence, from the smallest insect to the largest tree. They worked with rhythms of the earth and the celestial bodies, planting and harvesting and creating in alignment with the natural cycles. They honored the elements as sacred forces of creation. Fire, air, water, earth, and ether were seen as divine aspects of existence. So how can you do this in the modern world? Spend time in nature without distraction. Feel the energy of the trees and the oceans and the sky. Talk to nature. The Lemurians believed that earth responded when spoken to with intention. Try asking a tree or a river for wisdom to see what insights arise. Move with the seasons. Align your energy with the changing cycles. Slow down in winter. Activate in spring. Expand in summer. And then reflect in autumn. Ask yourself, when was the last time you truly felt connected to nature? And how can you deepen your relationship with the natural world? The Lemurians knew that the Earth wasn't just a physical planet. It was an energetic being covered in a vast network of power lines known as ley lines. Ley lines are energetic pathways that carry life force energy across the planet. Many ancient civilizations, including the Lemurians, built sacred temples and structures where these ley lines intersected. The Lemurians worked with these grids to harness energy for healing, ascension, and interdimensional travel. How the Lemurians used Earth's energy grids: crystal technology and grid work. Lemurians embedded crystals into the land to amplify energy flow and heal imbalances. Waters as conductor. They understood that water holds memory and used sacred springs, rivers, and oceans as portals to communicate with the planet. Ceremonial practices. They performed rituals at sacred sites, activating the planetary grid through movement, sound, and intention. How can you do this work? Visit sacred sites and tune into their energy. Stone circles, pyramids, mountains, and waterfalls are all part of this energy grid. Place crystals in your homes or your garden to anchor the higher vibrations. Practice grounding by walking barefoot on the earth to reconnect with the planet's energy. Ask yourself, have you ever visited a place that felt powerful, alive, or sacred? How can you start working with the earth's natural energy fields in your own life? Embody the earth. Beyond the earth, the Lemurians had a deep connection with the cosmos. They knew that the stars, planets, and galaxies were not distant objects, but living energies that influenced human consciousness. They received guidance from higher dimensional beings, celestial councils, and star systems. They worked with sacred geometry and vibrational codes to access universal intelligence. They aligned themselves with the cosmic rhythm of lunar cycles, planetary alignment, and galactic shifts. How did Lemurians use cosmic energy? Stellar activation. They connected with the star systems, such as the Pleiadians and the Sirius, to download spiritual wisdom. Sacred sound frequency. They use sound vibration to alter the consciousness and communicate with higher realms. Sacred geometry and light codes. They understood that the universe was built on geometric patterns and used those symbols for manifestation and ascension. How can you start to do this work? Tune into the moon cycles. Start noticing how the moon phases affect your energy and emotion. Work with sacred geometry. Meditate with symbols like the flower of life or Metatron's cube. Use sound healing. Try chanting, intoning, or working with crystal singing bowls to align your cosmic frequencies. Ask yourself, have you ever had a moment where you felt deeply connected to the stars or the cosmic energy? What spiritual tools do you feel drawn to? Is it crystals, sound healing, or sacred symbols, or all of them? So why is it all of this Lemurian knowledge resurfacing now? Because we are at a great time of a planetary shift awakening. The ancient ways are returning because we are ready to step back into the unity, wisdom, and alignment with the earth and cosmos. We are remembering our connection to nature. More people are tuning into plant medicine, forest bathing, and eco-conscious living. We are awakening to energy work. Crystals, Reiki, and vibrational healing are becoming mainstream again. We are tuning into the stars. More people than ever are feeling a deep pull towards astrology, galactic wisdom, and interdimensional connectedness. So ask yourself, what part of Lemurian wisdom resonates with you the most? Nature, Earth's energy, cosmic forces? How can you start integrating these teachings into your everyday life? The Lemurians never saw themselves as separate from nature, the Earth, or the cosmos. They lived as part of the great web of existence. And that is the wisdom that we are being called to remember today. I have recorded a guided meditation, which I will post right after this video, that taps into all of this. Lemurians mastered energy healing, telepathy, and vibrational alignment. Imagine living in a world where healing isn't just about medicine, it's about energy. A world where communication doesn't require words, but is transmitted through thought and emotion. A world where your vibration, your frequency, determines your reality. This was the way of the Lemurians. They were the masters of energy healing, telepathy, and vibrational alignment, skills that allowed them to live in harmony with each other, the earth and the cosmos. They weren't just mystical abilities. They were deeply understood science of the soul. But here's the truth. These abilities aren't lost. They are encoded within us, in our DNA, waiting to be reactivated. To the Lemurians, healing wasn't about fixing a symptom. It was about restoring balance. They understood that disease was simply a misalignment of frequencies. And by working with energy, they could bring the body, mind, spirit back into harmony. They used sound frequencies, crystal energy, and intention to shift vibrations. They worked with the Earth's energy grids to facilitate planetary healing. They understood the power of emotions and thoughts in shaping health and vitality. What was the Lemurians' approach to the healing? Here's three of them. Firstly, water healing. Lemurians infused water with energy, using it as a conductor for cleansing and restoration. Secondly, crystal healing. Lemurians' crystals stored ancient wisdom and were used to amplify healing frequencies. And thirdly, sound and vibrational healing. They used chanting, intoning, and harmonic frequencies to heal the body's energy field. How can you do any of these? Charge your water with intention before drinking it. Hold your hands over it and send love and healing energy. Use crystals in your energy work. Place clear quartz or Lemurian crystals over your chakras to rebalance your frequency. Experiment with sound healing. Use tuning forks, singing bowls, or simply hum and feel the vibration through your body. There are tons of frequency music on YouTube that you can listen to. Search for Solegrigo frequencies, spelled Soleggio, and ask yourself, have you ever noticed how music, sound, or crystals affect your energy? What healing tools resonate most with you? Imagine having a conversation without words. Imagine feeling exactly what someone else feels, knowing their truth without them even speaking it. This is the level of connection that the Lemurians had. They communicated through telepathy, energy transmission, rather than the spoken language. They could send thoughts, emotions, and even visions to one another. This allowed for deep, honest, and heart-centered connection without misunderstanding. So how do telepathy strengthen Lemurian society? Instant understanding. There was no need for lies, manipulation, or miscommunication. Harmonious relationships. They could sense each other's emotions and needs without assumption. Higher dimensional connection and telepathy wasn't just used between people. It was used to communicate with spirit guides and the cosmic beings. How can you do this? Practice energetic awareness. Next time you meet somebody, notice their energy before they even speak. Try silent communication. Next time you sit with somebody close to you, see if you can sense their emotion without asking. Send love telepathically. Visualize sending a wave of golden light to someone you care about. See if they respond to you unexpectedly. Ask yourself, have you ever had a moment where you knew what someone was thinking before they spoke? How could telepathic awareness improve your relationships? The most powerful teachings of the Lemurians was this: your vibration creates your reality. They lived in a state of higher frequency consciousness, staying in alignment with love, joy, and gratitude. They knew that the universe responds to energy, not words. They practiced daily rituals to keep their vibrations clear and high. So how did the Lemurians maintain vibrational alignment? I'm going to give you three of them now. Breath work and energy cleansing. They practiced deep breathing techniques to shift their frequency. Sacred rituals. Every action was intentional: eating, movement, creation, all done in alignment with their highest energy. Unity consciousness. They avoided fear-based thinking and focused on oneness, love, and higher truth. Again, how can we do this in the world that we live in? Monitor your frequency. Notice your thoughts, emotions, and words, and how they affect your energy throughout the day. Clear your energy daily. Use breath work, sage, or meditation to release lower vibrations. Practice gratitude. Gratitude is one of the highest frequencies. Start and end your day with it. Ask yourself, what emotions or habits lower your vibration? What simple shifts could you make today to align with the higher consciousness? The Lemurians knew that everything is energy: healing, communication, creation, and ascension. All of it is vibration. The more we align with this truth, the more we step into our own mastery. We are at a time in a massive transformation. Humanity is shifting from fear-based consciousness into higher awareness. The wisdom of Lemuria is resurfacing because we are ready to remember. We are ready to live from the heart, to trust our intuition, and to heal the divisions between ourselves and nature. The Lemurians' teachings align with the shift in humanity consciousness that is happening today. Many people are experiencing dreams, past life memories, and intuitive downloads connected to Lemuria. Light workers, healers, and star seeds are awakening to their Lemurian soul purpose. So I want to give you this reflection exercise to try. Pause this video here if you need to grab a pen and paper. Make sure you are comfortable, close your eyes, and take a few deep breaths and connect in with yourself. And then ask yourself, do I feel a deep connection to Lemuria? Ask yourself, have I ever had dreams, visions, or emotions that seem to come from another time? Then ask yourself, what if I am here now to bring back this ancient wisdom, to embody this ancient wisdom? When you feel you have received an answer, open your eyes and write down anything that came to you. I would love you to reflect on this. Do you feel like you are remembering something rather than learning it for the first time? And have you felt an unexplainable pull to the ocean, crystals, or energy healing, or the desire to just stop living with fear and anxiety and prefer to live from the heart with compassion? The fact that you are here listening to this episode is not a coincidence. You are remembering. One of the most powerful ways to tap into Lemurian energy today is through Lemurian crystals. These unique high vibrational stones are said to contain encoded wisdom, messages left behind by the Lemurians for us to rediscover. So what makes Lemurian crystals special? They have distinctive ridges, like ancient markings that can be activated through meditation. They carry a soft, feminine, heart-centered energy that promotes unity and healing. And many people report receiving direct downloads or channeled messages when working with them. So try this simple Lemurian crystal ritual. So if you have a Lemurian crystal, hold your crystal in your left hand. This is your receiving hand. Close your eyes and take deep, slow breaths. Gently run your fingers along the ridges, allowing yourself to read the energy stored within, and then ask the crystal to reveal its wisdom to you. Listen without expectation. Now, if you haven't done this before, don't be disappointed if you don't receive a message. It is about learning to trust yourself and the information that you receive. Patience and learning to surrender will be the biggest help for you in trusting that you will receive a message. Ask yourself, have you ever felt an energetic shift when holding a crystal? Are you drawn to working with Lemurian crystals? If the answer is yes, and you don't currently have one, then start your search for your crystal now. The more you connect with these crystals, the more their ancient wisdom will unfold within you. The Lemurians are always guiding us. You simply have to listen. I will be uploading a few different guided meditations to help you connect to your crystal, so keep an eye out for them. So finally, how do you integrate this wisdom into daily life? Spend time in nature and connect with water energy, even if that is just having a bath or a shower. Be mindful and conscious of that act. Work with Lemurian crystals or meditate on their frequency. Trust your inner wisdom. You are awakening an ancient knowledge. Be patient with yourself. If you want to go deeper, I have created a free download for you, a Lemurian activation guide, which is linked in the description for guidance to unlocking your Lemurian soul mission. And again, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you don't miss the next episode of the Lemurian spiritual teachings, the path of the soul. Comment below what resonated most with you. Do you feel a connection to Lemuria? Until next time, trust the remembering, embrace the wisdom, and know you are never truly separate from Lemuria. You are simply waking up. Until next time.